Hello and welcome. This is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach, and today I want to talk to you about how to ask for help and not fall into the martyr syndrome. And what I mean by that is so many of us are feel like we can't ask for help. It's like a sign of weakness to ask someone to help us. We'd rather play the martyr and be like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll do it myself. I've got it. I'm good." I was one of those people who refused to ask for help. I'll never forget, and this was years ago. I was freelancing, and at the time I was in between gigs, and I was sharing a story with a friend of mine, and I said, "Oh my God, let me tell you what happened today. I woke up this morning and turned on the TV, and I got that signal, um, and you know what? I forgot to pay the cable." And my friend was having lunch with me, and she was like, "Damn it, Tanya, I told you if you needed money, come to me." And I like literally like cocked my head to the side, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet of you." I'm like, "No, no, no. Seriously, I just literally forgot." But the thing was, and I realized this, I would never be somebody to ask for money or for help. When I was moving apartments at one time, a girlfriend of mine literally had to strong arm me to get me to agree to allow her to help me move. Now, here's the scenario. I had moving trucks coming. I was slowly moving my stuff on my own. Just little things like clothes and dishes. And in the course of having a conversation with her, she was just like, "Oh, I'll help you. I'll do it this weekend." And I was like, "No, no, no, I'm good." And she literally like showed up with a friend and was like, "Well, what do you want us to do?" She took control. She did not allow me the opportunity to say no. But the thing was, it was like friends had to push in that direction. And it didn't come to a head, or I didn't realize I was doing this until I had, in the course of being an entrepreneur, there's so many things that you ask your friends and family about uh, to kind of help gauge you in terms of your strengths and your weaknesses moving forward. And when I sent a email to my friends and family, and I asked them about my strengths and my weaknesses, the things that they said were amazing and loving and supportive. But the things that they said about my weakness kind of threw me, because they all said the same thing, that I'm somebody that they did not feel would ask for help if I needed it, and that bothered them. And I remember reading this and taking a step back, and I thought to myself, no, you're right. I was raised to believe that asking for help was a sign of weakness. And instead, and especially when I went into the corporate world, the people around me that I saw would never do that, would never ask for help. They literally would trudge on and wear their burdens like a martyrdom. It was just like a coat of just regret and shame and all this other stuff that they would just drag out. And it's like, no, no, it's okay. I got it. Oh, I don't need any help. And as you clearly, they look like they need help. But I was always surrounded by those type of people, you know, to the point that I honestly think in some level of my subconscious, I, even though I said, "Oh, why don't they just do this?" in my mind, certain level of my subconscious was like, "Yeah, they better go it alone." Like that was normalized to just not ask for help. And it's interesting because all of us, and it kind of flashed to this past weekend, we're in the height of quarantine. We still have a ways to go before, I get the vaccine, the rest of the world gets the vaccine. And I was actually looking at my business and thinking to myself, I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of what I've achieved. I'm proud of what I've done in the height of quarantine. I pivoted and my business is doing really well. But at the same time, I gave myself permission to take some time off, and I literally just kind of allocated certain days for self care days, vacation days. Am I going anywhere? No, I'm not going anywhere. But I am going to indulge in those days and do things that are going to be fun and interesting and just kind of take a mind vacation as well as a visual vacation. I'm actually going to change my scenery. And that I'll talk about on another video. But the point is, asking for help, it's not a negative to your personality. It's not a flaw that you have. I, you know, have been trained and raised, and it's literally about reprogramming my mind to allow myself to ask for help without judgment from myself. That's the key thing. So many of us look at things as a weakness. Asking for help is a strength. Your friends and your family want to help you succeed and grow and flourish. And that's the thing that I've found when I've gotten over that hurdle. And by hurdle, I mean gotten over that stump of, don't ask for help. Don't be a bother. And actually, that was the key word growing up, was a bother. You don't want to be a bother. You don't want to bother somebody. You don't want to be just a tag along, a burden, that kind of thing. It's like, and especially I was a younger child, the youngest child. And I always say that, my parents, by the time they got to me, they just kind of threw out the rules. But the thing was, when you're on the younger child syndrome, a lot of things get dismissed or ignored, and parents, without acknowledging this, are like exhausted when they get to that child, in my opinion, and speaking from my experience. It feels like that. So when you grow up hearing the word burden or problem, you don't want to inflict that on other people. You don't want to be that burden. You don't want to be a problem. You don't want to, cause anybody any issues. So you try to, get out of that circle. So you're not apt, or more apt, not to ask for help or guidance or support. That was just been my MO for the longest time. And it's taken me a while to ask for help. And I acknowledge that it's a issue for me to ask for help, but I do it. I do it. Last times I've asked for help, it's always surprised me with the refreshing response that I receive. It's always a nod and a smile, or a quick okay, sure. That's the thing. It's just getting out of your head and not feeling that you are the problem. You are an issue. You're not an issue. You're not a problem. Your friends and family love you and they want to support you. So when you ask for help, expect to get a positive response, and you will. When I first started asking for help, literally asking for help, as opposed to having friends push the help on me, which were always appreciated afterwards, but I was the person that my friends would be forcibly pushing their help on me because they know that I wouldn't willingly take it. I've gone to the emergency room and had friends who were like, no, I'll go with you. And don't get me wrong, I was grateful that they would volunteer, but I wouldn't have asked. And that's I don't want to say a flaw in my character, but that's a part of my character in which I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be an issue. I don't want to be a burden, but I found by my asking for help, my acknowledging the help, it was never a burden. It was never an issue. Now, here's the thing. We all have flaws. We all have issues. The key is reaching out to people for help and kindness and support when you need it. And when your friends are offering, say yes, thank you. Again, it's not about being a martyr and, wearing this and letting the weight of the world drag you down, especially when somebody's offering you a hand in guidance and support. reach back out and take that hand. Again, this is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach. Don't forget to like this video. It helps my algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I put out content on a weekly basis. And also, if you're looking to book a reading, click the link below because, again, I do psychic readings. I am a psychic and a clairvoyant, and I would love to help and support you in your business and in your goals. So again, oh, and also don't forget to hop into the comment section because I love hearing what you guys have to say. And I'm always in there. So again, this is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach, and see you on the next video. Take care.